introduction, he's going to talk about our gala and our wonderful organization, right?
Yes, ma'am. Well, first of all, let me thank Chang and Sala for their wonderful hospitality. Let's have a round of applause. Not only is it a beautiful house, not only are they charming hosts, she makes all the food and it's great. So it's going to be a terrific evening. It's already a terrific evening. So thank you so much for your hospitality. And also Chang's leadership for how many years have you chaired the gala?
I don't know.
It's about 15 years. We've only been around 7 years, but I think she's chaired it for 15 years.
It's like putting on an Indian wedding. Because American Western weddings, like couples get married and they're off to a honeymoon, right? Where ours is a multi-day event, okay? It's like an Indian wedding, okay? Where we just keep on going.
Exactly. We don't want the party to stop. Exactly. It makes perfect sense to me. So really, thank you so much. Thanks to all of you for being here. What we have, Your Excellency, are members of the Board of Alianta, major supporters of Alianta, folks who are really at the center of what we're trying to do in terms of strengthening the ties between the two countries. And so we really appreciate your taking the time to join us. We are very excited about your vision, and I want to talk about that. Just go down your list. Visa waiver. Visa waiver became an issue when I was ambassador, and the foreign minister who first raised it to me was Petra Roma. And I signed on, and we've worked, many of us have worked over the years. We got it in the Senate bill in 2013, and then the Senate bill didn't pass the House. And so we're all in to work with you to pursue visa waiver until it's done. So all in on that. We did have a little conversation, as you recall, about your goal to visit all 50 states. And I will reveal a state secret, is I said to His Excellency, you might not want to make that ironclad. I've known enough people, including presidential candidates, who made that pledge and regretted it after the 46th state. Not because the other states weren't terrific, it was just like it was going to kill them. So we'll cut you some slack if you don't make all 50. But more importantly, we applaud your desire to do it. It makes perfect sense. And we're going to work with you on it. I mentioned this to you. We are going to ask all of you, and you all are from different places, we're going to coordinate with His Excellency's staff when he's going to go where, and we're going to help identify the folks who are interested in Romania. Romanian-Americans for sure, but lots of other people. I'm looking right at Alan Cruz. Alan Cruz, one of our founding board members, is not a Romanian-American. He's a Romania lover. And he does more online to promote Romania than anybody in the world, including people in Romania.
That's true.
It's totally true. And it bugs us a lot too, so he beats you. There's no question about that.
No question about it.
So there are Alan Cruzes all over the United States. And so we want to make sure that as you're going to states that we find those people and we get them together with you. So we're going to be totally supportive of that initiative.
Thank you, sir.
And as you mentioned, on our first meeting, you wanted to be sure we had a Democratic co-chair of the Romanian caucus in Congress, as well as a Republican chair, because Congressman Turner, who we're honoring at our gala this year, has been the Republican chair, does a great job. And unfortunately, his Democratic partner lost his primary last year, so he's no longer in Congress. So the embassy focused on it, and I tried to be of help, and we've recruited Congresswoman Debbie Dingell from Detroit, which is a big, most of you probably know who Debbie Dingell is, but she's a big deal, not just because she represents a substantial Romanian-American community, which she does, but she is the widow of Congressman John Dingell, who, someone will correct me if I got this wrong, I think he was in Congress for longer than anybody in the history of the United States, if I recall correctly, or very, very, very close. And he was an incredible power in Congress, and she is an incredible power in Congress, and very close to the leadership, the Democratic leadership in the House. And so your desire to kind of up the power grid here, I think this is going to help updo that. And we're going to work with you to expand that and do everything we can. Again, I mentioned to His Excellency earlier that for the gala this year, we are going to invite both to the gala itself and to the luncheon that we do the day of the gala on Capitol Hill at Oracle's House on the Hill. Some of you have been to it for previous events. But we're going to invite all the members of the Romanian caucus, and we're going to invite all the members of Congress who visited Romania over the last several years. So we're working with the embassy on that to get the visibility up, to get the engagement up. So lots of opportunities. So I know that I'm all that stands between you and dinner. So I'm going to wrap this up and thank everybody for coming, all your support for Alianta, and thank His Excellency for his leadership, and just say we look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Dinner served.